Hi, this is Rich Formidoni from Korg USA. We're here at GearWire.com, and we're checking out the Kaossilator Pro. The Kaossilator Pro is the sequel to the very popular original Kaossilator. Now, a lot of our users really enjoyed the Kaossilator, but wanted some additional features, such as MIDI, the ability to save, lots more sounds, and we're very happy to be able to offer all that and more in the Kaossilator Pro. So, as you can see, it looks very similar to the KP3 Chaos Pad, but it's got totally different guts. It's a very, very different beast, and it's got lots of great sounds. So I'll play you a few of them. As you can see, you've got visual feedback on the touchpad. As you scroll through the different sounds, you can see the title of the sound right on the pad. So lots of sounds, varying from some strange alien synth sounds to some acoustic instruments like this vibraphone. And you can change the scale and the key of what instrument you're in. So if I push the scale button, I can change from Ionian to Dorian to Phrygian, or any one of 32 different scale choices. I can also turn the scale off. So if I want to go microtonal, I can do that very easily. Now, you can also change the note range that you're working with. So if I want to stay, for example, in the key of C, I've got 2 octaves worth of notes, keys to choose from there. I could change the note range from 1 octave up to a full either 6 or 8 octaves, depending on the program you're using. So you have quite a wide range to work with. And if you want to stay precise, you could stay within a specific scale and set the note range to 1 octave. And you can pick out specific notes pretty easy. So let's go through a few more of the sounds here. There's some terrific basses. And one of the great things that you can do with the Kaossilator Pro is use the gate arpeggiator. So one of the cooler features of the Kaossilator Pro is this gate arpeggiator. If we turn it on, we can use the slider to modify the gate time or the speed of the arpeggiator. So you can use that to create some very cool effects. Now, in addition to the leads and basses, there are some great chord sounds. And there are also some really cool sound effects. And we've also given you a huge collection of different drums that you can use. So there's some acoustic drums. Here's a complete drum kit. And there are lots of different kits to choose from. So here's a house kit. So you can play the drums just by touching on the pad. And there are also some complete patterns. So you can see as I move my finger up and down, we're adding a little bit of reverb. And as I move left and right, the beat will get more complex. So there's lots of fun you can have with these patterns, and that especially comes into play when you're looking at the loop recorder banks. Each one of these banks is like a self-contained Kaossilator. So each one of them can hold unlimited layers, and you can mute and unmute them on the fly, record over top of what you've already recorded. So I'll show you by making a beat. So I'll just choose a rhythm to start myself off with here. And I'm going to set the length of these loops to 16 beats apiece. So all those different layers are all on that one loop recorder bank. Now while that's playing, I can go to another bank and record some different sounds. Now, as these loops are playing, I can actually use an on-screen mixer to adjust the levels. So we'll start them going. Now, another great feature of the Kaossilator Pro is that it has line inputs and a microphone input. So you can switch the input select right here, plug a microphone in, and use some of the built-in vocoder effects. There are also some audio effects for grain shifting, pitch shifting, and other cool things. So I've got a Wavedrum here, and what I'm going to show you is how to record audio onto the loops that you've already recorded. So I'm going to take one of these loops. I'll use that one. And as it's playing, I'll press the record button. Now, after I press record, I can select one of the loop recorder banks and then just start playing. So it's very easy to create a never-ending composition with the Kaossilator Pro. And you can see the recording audio overdubs and loops just the same way recording internal sounds do. Now these 8 buttons right on top of the Kaossilator Pro allow me to store my 8 favorite programs for easy recall. And if I shift over to external control mode, I can actually use all of these lit up buttons, with the exception of the shift button, as assignable MIDI controllers. So right now, the Kaossilator Pro is sending out MIDI note data, so you could plug in another synthesizer and have it control the sounds. Also, you could assign these to be play, rewind, fast forward, stop, or any kind of note message that you want in your favorite DAW. The slider will send MIDI messages, all of these different buttons will as well, and you can customize all of this from within the editor librarian. So, after you're done making loops, one of the other coolest features is that we've given you an SD card slot. So you can put up to 2 gigabytes worth of SD card storage in here, and then you can go in and save one of your loops, or all 4 of the loops at once onto the card. Another terrific quality about the Kaossilator Pro is the fact that we've added a USB port. So now you can hook it up to your computer and access the included editor librarian, which will let you import and export WAV files and import AIF files right onto the loop banks. And you can also organize the programs in the order that you select and customize what the external control mode is doing. So that is the Kaossilator Pro. Thanks very much for watching.